Hey everyone, welcome to day 5. You are doing amazing, keep going. So we'll dive right into our questions. So first question I got was, I am going to a wedding and I will follow it as much as possible, but is there something specific I should do before or after the wedding to help? So my suggestion is to actually just follow the plan as much as you can until you get to the wedding. At the wedding, if it's possible, focus on drinking a lot of water. You can add ice and lemon and lime to make it feel like you're having a drink. So if possible, you're not having any alcohol, you're not overeating, and you're actually paying more attention to the people around you and dancing and enjoying the event and focusing less on the food. What helps me sometimes, if I see something I really want, for example, I don't know, a piece of pie that I really want, and I don't want to have it in that moment because I've chosen to cleanse, or maybe the quality of the food is not that good. So I tell myself it's okay. Remember, when you get home, you can make yourself something similar to that. Like, I'm just giving you an example. It's like a blueberry pie. Well, like in a few days, I'll make myself a blueberry smoothie and I'll make homemade granola and I'll put it on top and it'll give me that same feeling. So I kind of tell myself that, and I kind of say, like, I'm scheduling it in to have that similar treat and I'll have it later. Like, don't forget. And maybe I don't always give myself that kind of healthier treat, but because I have the wedding, it's like I'm making a deal on myself. I'm like, okay, I'll have that later. So it's really about like focusing more on the people and enjoying the day than focusing on what you're eating. I think we put too much emphasis sometimes on eating, and you can actually just enjoy yourself without that. So is there something specific you should do? So right before, you do exactly what you normally do, and after, you come home as if you're just jumping right back in, and that's it. As much as possible, like I said, when you're there, you're hydrating, you're choosing, more fruits, more vegetables. Yeah, and you do your best. So a lot of people have told me that they got their period earlier or their period is heavier. This is very normal. And it's funny because like all of you kind of said this today or yesterday, so it's funny how we're all like on the same track. So our period is a way of the body detoxifying. So it's another way of the body detoxifying. So once a month, the body not only does other things, but it's also part of cleansing the body so that you are more prepared to bear children for the next month. As women, our body does everything to keep our body clean to bear children. That is one reason why we actually gain weight easier than men, because fat is a way of the body hiding toxins away from our organs. So women are more efficient at staying clean inside, so we're more efficient at producing fat. So having your period come earlier or heavier is very normal when you're cleansing. It's just a sign that the body is detoxifying, so nothing to worry about. If it's very uncomfortable for you, the only thing I can suggest is a lot of rest. Unfortunately, it just has to pass, and keep doing what you're doing. Is the cauliflower sushi in the recipe booklet okay for day 5? Yes, it is. That is a very clean recipe. It's pretty much good for all levels, even during the most strict parts. So you can definitely follow that. So it's a great maybe thing to do on the weekend if you have more time. Somebody asked, do you have any sorbet companies that I can just buy? So I don't have any that I know that are that good, but one thing I suggested today in the group was to buy any frozen fruit that you like, or freeze any ripe fruit that you have, and blend it with minimal water. Like, I would even try blending it without the water first, see how much water you need, slowly adding in, so it keeps like that ice cream sorbet texture. I really like doing this with mango, and then you can drizzle a little bit of maple syrup inside or raw honey inside. You can even drizzle on top to make it look cute. You can even do like a banana nice cream. So those are like the kind of recipes you would be looking for, where you're doing like frozen bananas that are super ripe, and you could do it with like strawberries or any other thing that you like. And yeah, and so if it's not hard enough after you blend it, because it kind of gets softer and melts a bit, just put it back in the fridge for half an hour, or like maybe while you're eating dinner, and then serve it afterwards. So I could find a few that I'm gonna try to share 3 recipes. There's already one in the recipe booklet that I gave you, but I'm gonna try to find you a few more recipes online, and I'm gonna put the links in the email. So somebody said that yesterday they was like not a good day for them. She kind of like didn't do exactly what she wanted to do. She didn't follow the plan exactly accordingly. And I just want you to know that this is okay. We're only human. There's a lot of things that I do that are not good, that I know I shouldn't be doing, and I still do sometimes, you know, in my everyday life. And it's the same applies during a cleanse. You're doing your best. Something is better than nothing. So already don't look at what about all the other days you just did? Like those were so amazing. Focus on that. Don't focus on that one little day that didn't follow exactly according to plan. So what do you do if that happens? You just keep going with the day that you were meant to do. You don't have to start all over. You just say, okay, today's day 5, I'm on level whatever, and you just continue and you let it go. Like, so what? You did your best. Use it as a learning experience. Like, oh, like next time when I have a really long day of work and we go pick up something at a mall, what else could I have done? What could have been other solutions? Could I have like bought something before going to work? Could I have prepared something the night before? Even if it's like not exactly what I wanted, a bit more expensive, could I have just like popped in a towel, got something? So it's okay, just use it as a learning experience. And notice how it made you feel. Maybe like, are you really hard on yourself? Do you judge yourself a lot? Use this again like as a whole body learning experience. So we're not just what we eat, we are what we think, how we feel. So just like look at how you treat yourself as well. Like, are you easy with yourself, or are you really hard with yourself? I'm giving you permission to be easy with yourself. Things flow more with ease, so just be easy. So some people ask me for more salad recipes, so I will put the link in this email that's coming with the video to my website. So on my website I have a blog, so I'll put the link to my blog page, and in the blog page there's a search engine, like a little bar, you know, a little space to put search, and you could search salads or salad dressings. But most of all the recipes that I have are okay for a cleanse. It's kind of why I put them on my website. There's a few maybe that don't work for a cleanse, and you could just see like if it matches your level. So for example, if you're doing level 3 and in the tabbouleh, or I don't know, have a cauliflower tabbouleh kind of recipe, and if in there's olives and you can't have that, or salt, just omit it, and the recipe you can just make it as is. So I highly recommend that you go check on my website. I do have a lot of recipes. Somebody made the lentil recipe from the other days, like a cooked lentil recipe. It's the last recipe I posted, and she really loved it. She's on level 1, and so I try to put things that are good for clients. Why can't we have corn? So corn is really high in GMOs, so it's been genetically modified, especially because they use it to feed, like, you know, cattle. Like they use it like for feeding animals, so it's really like high in GMO. So that's why we don't have corn on the cleanse. With that said, like people will ask me, often clients will ask me like, what about, you know, like during the summer, if I could get like non-GMO organic corn on the cob? For the most part, if you're just asking for like every day, I always eat those. I enjoy them, I indulge in them. I do go to Jean Talon Market. There's one guy who has like non-GMO, even though they say it's impossible on the planet now to find non-GMO genetically modified seeds. I'll still choose that one. And so that's it. So I will still eat it. I don't feel bad in my body. It's more because people are really eating a lot of corn products. So everything that's gluten-free has corn, a lot of corn chips, corn tortillas, a lot of products have corn in it, modified corn syrup. So it's really bad for you. But if someone is coming to me and they're really not well, like they don't have a lot of time, they need to heal, I will still take them off it just in case, because it's so high in GMOs. But if somebody like myself, I just want to be a healthier person, live a healthy life, I won't have too much corn products, and I will definitely eat corn on the cob like when it's the season and it's local. But for the cleanse, just because we're giving the body a complete break, that is why we're getting off of corn. So somebody said that she's still feeling super bloated and constipated, and she added the spinach, she's drinking a lot of water, and she's still not feeling good. So this will happen when your bowel muscles are weak. So the muscles that contract to push out the toxins. So they are weak because the nerves have been damaged by acid, and acid literally damages the nerves, so you don't have the muscle action can't go, or a lot of mucus in the body. So it's like really blocking you, so you can't move things. So what do you do in that case? I highly recommend that you get a colonic. So if this is something that you're into, I will share Christina's phone number in this email. She is a colon cleansing specialist. I have more than one person I could recommend, but she is the person that I find that answers the quickest right now, and she's the most like on point if you need an appointment right away, and she's extremely professional. I really like her. She doesn't push supplements. I used to work with her at Clinic Lobe, and I finally got to try her a few months ago, and I had an amazing experience with her. I really like her a lot. So if that's something you're into, so basically what it does is it takes water, goes into the bowels. She inserts like water into your colon. You don't feel the water, it's your body temperature. It goes into the colon. It like the water kind of like probes everything that you have in your intestines, and it's going to start to remove the plaque, the acid, the mucus, so that your muscles are free, and then they could start getting stronger. So it actually is not a band-aid, it actually strengthens your bowels. Super good, because we live in a toxic world. It just helps elimination. And note that if you're also really blocked and bloated right now, it's also because this lifestyle that you're living right now during this cleanse is extremely cleansing. So imagine if I hired a crew to come to your house, go in every closet and dump everything in the hallway, and to clean and sort and organize. For a while, you wouldn't be able to move. It'd be like really jammed in your house. Things like you're causing traffic. So it's exactly what's happening. Maybe you are cleansing really fast, but not fast enough for your bowels to be eliminating. So if getting a colonic is not possible, I do recommend taking BioFlow 1 or 2, which is like, it helps, it's like herbs that help with elimination. So I would do a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon, even if you want to start slowly, of BioFlow 1 an hour or two after dinner, and before bed 2 BioFlow 2s. Okay, the company is Actimus. They sell it at Tao, Avril, and you can also buy it online, but you probably want it really soon, so you might want to just go pick it up. You're looking at about $30 a bottle, so it's about $60, but you can keep it throughout the cleanse after. So that would be my next suggestion. And if it still doesn't work, the other thing is we could slow down your cleansing, so make it less fast, the cleansing, so you would like go to a level that's a little bit easier. It's not what I prefer. I'd rather wait it out if it's possible. So then we'll see if the BioFlow doesn't work, then we'll see what we can do. The next question is, I'm urinating a lot more than usual. Is this normal? Yes. So even though you might be drinking the same amount as usual, you're also eating foods that are containing more water, more raw. So it's normal. There's a lot more water going in you. And this is a good thing. It's normal. Our kidneys are one of our elimination organs. So they are supporting us during the cleanse, and they're eliminating. So it's annoying, but it's normal. It's not a bad thing. And that was it for today. So if you have any other questions, just send them to me and keep going. You're doing fantastic.